matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Ballard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Motion, see how the D reacts. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. With the catch, it's Barnes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Davis will throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Big play for this offense if they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gets open down the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The inside handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leads him. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads,
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
28, Georgia, 0.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
corks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Power football with the run. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Handoff to the single running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's the hardest thing, to be able to go up and try to catch a ball with that defender pushing you out of bounds and you trying to keep one toenail, pinky toe, whatever you can, trying to keep it in bounds, and he just couldn't secure the catch in bounds.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the move. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Trying to barge their way in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the return.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Number 7 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Levitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by a field goal over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Davis looking to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Connection to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Give to the back. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is work.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 13, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Pringle. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got enough for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
You want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Riley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Handoff from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. On the option. Now the toss. Gets it past the marker. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to move them on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground, it's Pringle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Davis will throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Plows through the defense. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Right back to him on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Here's the handoff. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. There's a long and storied history of great games between these